So a new article from The Verge. Here's how much Valve pays its staff and how few people it employs. Leaked payroll data reveals just how small one of the most important companies in gaming actually is. I mean, I could easily argue it's the most important company in gaming. I mean, a few others come to mind, but I think Steam genuinely is the most important. At least in the PC sphere. If we're talking about console and playing like in your living room, then maybe you could say Sony. Maybe you could say Nintendo is the most important because Nintendo sort of paved the way for gaming becoming acceptable. But sure. We could say Steam is like top 3. And it's also a small indie company, as we'll read here, I'm sure. Riot is bigger. I would not say Riot is as important as Steam. Riot is like, it's like a scum brain rot stealing from everybody else company that has contributed nothing, basically. They stole League. They stole Valorant. Nobody likes them. They're trash. There you go. If Riot disappeared, it wouldn't matter. They've literally contributed nothing to gaming. Microsoft is also scum. Bro, having to log into Minecraft with a Microsoft account makes me want to jump into the void of the end. All right? In-game. Jesus Christ. Why do I have to migrate? Okay, I'm sorry. It just gets me so mad. But let me refocus. Jesus Christ, bro. Microsoft. Anyways. Now I'm heated because of Microsoft. Valve is a famously secretive company with an enormous influence on the gaming industry, particularly because it runs the massive PC gaming storefront called Steam. But despite that influence, Valve isn't a large organization on par with EA or Riot Games. Thousands of employees. According to leaked date... Can I read? Some of them are used on I'm a human, what I gotta do to get 30 I'm super human, innovative animator episode that anything. According to leaked data we've seen as of 2020-2021, Valve employed just 336 staffers. 336 staffers. I think Walmarts have more employees than that. Like singular Walmarts. Oh no. And then a lot of them are just contractors for like Steam support. As you know, they do it regionally. So like Russia will have their own Steam support. Europe will probably have their own for like the German spheres, for the Denmarkians, for the freaking Greek people. They got different contractors, which they're not applying here. This does not include support. But let's read through exactly what they are saying. The data was included as part of an otherwise heavily redacted document from Wolfire's antitrust lawsuit against Valve. As spotted by Steam DB creator, by the way, love Steam DB. If you need to know when a Steam game is going on sale, what it's been on sale for at its lowest point, check out Steam DB. If you think that your games are down right now, if you think that the servers are down, check out Steam DB. Massive shout out to Pavel Dejun Dick. He does it all for no praise. He does it all just out of the love of the game. Actually, massive shout out to Steam DB. I would recommend. You basically have to use it if you play games on Steam. Some data in the document was viewable despite the black redaction boxes, including Valve's headcount and gross pay across various parts of the company over 18 years. And even some data about its gross margins that we weren't able to uncover fully. Is this that thing where it's like they cover it up in black, but then if you just change the settings in Photoshop, you can see underneath? You'd think that they'd do it a little bit better than that, no? You just change the opacity? Interesting. Or did they just not cross out the full thing and then you could see like the top of it is an H, that then you see a little E at the top as well? Bro, don't call Valve lazy for this, okay? They did it on purpose. Surely. Surely. Despite the black redaction boxes. I think it was an opacity thing. It was public. It literally says it wasn't public. The black redaction boxes. Oh no, some of the data was viewable despite... It's written weird. I don't know if this means despite it having black boxes, you could still read it, or that some of it was readable and there was some black boxes. I think I'm reading it correctly. It's just written incorrectly. Anywho, they were able to see some of the data, even though there was black redaction boxes. Let's keep going. Bro, it's not my reading level. It's literally the writing. It's not my fault. Only parts of the document are blocked, as in entire words. The opacity thing doesn't matter if you black it out online. Okay. 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 Can we continue? Chat is being hung up. I'm correct here. I'm correct. The employee data starts with 2003, which is a few years after Valve's 1996 founding, and the same year Valve launched Steam, and goes all the way up until 2020-2021. The data breaks Valve employees into 4 different groups: admin, games, Steam, and starting in 2011, hardware, which is your Steam Index, which is your base stations, which is your Steam Deck, those sort of things. If you want to sift through the numbers yourselves, I've included a full table of the data, sorted by year and category. At the end of the story, bro, why can I not read today? It's at the end of the story. In the document, the headings for the 3rd and 4th columns are fully redacted, but the table is titled Employee Headcount and Gross Pay Data, 2003 to 2020-2021. So I'm presuming the data in those columns represented gross pay and numbers of employees, respectively. One data point I found... Arrow, like, just read. Like, why can't you just read, bro? Why can't you just read? I don't know what's going on. I'm not locked in right now. One data point I found interesting. Valve peaked with its games payroll spending in 2017 at $221 million. The company didn't release any new games that year. Oh my. Okay. Yep. They don't have any money. They can't spend it on CS or on TF2. They have no money. The company didn't release any new games that year, but that spending could have gone towards supporting games like Dota 2 and developing new games like Artifact. By the way, Artifact, I think, has an average of 0 players. So, minus 221 mil. Let's keep going. By 2021... that was down to 192 million per year spending on making video games. Another, as of 2021, Valve employed just 79 people for Steam. That's crazy, no? Which is one of the most influential gaming storefronts on the planet. Bro. So, everything here, the whole store, all of the Steam summer sales, your activity here, the workshop, discussion posts, everything that's been coded and is gone through every single day, updated, is made by 79 people. Jesus Christ, bro. Startups, literal startups that are just making like a couple games here and there have more people than that. Hardware, to my surprise, has been a relatively small part of the company, with just 41 employees paid a gross of more than $17 million in 2021. But I'm guessing Valve now employs more hardware-focused staffers following the runaway success of the Steam Deck. Yeah. Bro, it's crazy how few people they need in order to get actually good products made. Whatever your take is on Valve, whatever, I feel like you have to admit their VR goes crazy. Their the Steam Deck, I mean, for what it is, for how cheap it is, it's insane. It's literally insane. You get to play every Steam game. It actually runs well. It's basically a computer if you set it up with the base station. I have one as well. I've used it. It's insane what they've been able to do with just like 50 people. Valve is good company. They just don't care about CS. Yeah. 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 The index wasn't that crazy anymore, but in 2019 it was pretty good. They should make a second one. I mean, I feel like they probably would have, but they probably just ran out of inspiration for it because they saw stuff like the Meta Quest, like basically every company started making VR stuff. Yeah, so I don't know. And I think Valve likes to do stuff that's new and actually pushes forward. Not just gaming, but like the future. Because they were one of the first people to make the VR. I mean, the Steam Deck was kind of, I don't know, it's kind of weird because that already has existed for a while. But it's still pretty cool. Half-Life Alyx, I mean, that was pretty big. Of course, Half-Life itself was pretty massive. Like, how forward-thinking they were with that game. Okay, I'm going to stop glazing. In November of 2023, Valve's Pierre-Lupe Griffes told The Verge that he thinks we're firmly in the camp of being a full-fledged hardware company by now. Jesus Christ. Wolfire alleged Valve devotes a minuscule percentage of its revenue to maintaining and improving the Steam store. Okay. The small number of staff across the board seemingly explains why Valve's product list is so limited, despite its immense business, as basically the de facto PC gaming platform. Yeah, I mean, bro, nobody in their right mind is playing Epic Games unless you're downloading Fortnite, okay? You're not gonna buy the new game on Epic Games. Even if I get a game for free on Epic Store, I'm not downloading that. I'll literally buy it again on Steam. Just so I can actually play it across computers and not have to log into this. Like, oh man, it's so slow as well. It's just horrible. No one's going on Epic Games, bro. Not in 2020, 2024. It's had to get help on hardware and software and has worked with other companies to have them build Steam boxes and controllers. The company's flat structure may have something to do with it. Okay. Valve's small staff is also something that's been a sticking point for Wolfire. When it filed its lawsuit in 2021, Wolfire alleged that Valve devotes a minuscule percentage of its revenues to maintaining and improving the Steam store. I mean, they just don't spend any of their money, low-key. Valve, as a private company, doesn't have to share its headcount or financials. But Wolfire estimated that Valve had roughly 360 employees, a number likely sourced from Valve itself in 2016, and that per employee profit was around 15 million per year. Apple per employee profit. $2.38 million. Highest per employee profit company. Let's see. Facebook. Okay, why is this different? Facebook, $411,000 per employee profit. Jesus. Oh, that's profit, not revenue. I think the other thing probably was revenue. Jesus. Okay. That's that's pretty insane though. 15 million profit per employee per year. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Even if that isn't exactly right, Valve, in its public employee handbook, says that our profitability per employee is higher than that of Google or Amazon or Microsoft. A document from the Wolfire lawsuit revealed Valve employees discussing just how much higher, though the specific number for Valve employees is redacted. Fair enough. While we haven't seen any leaked profit numbers from this new headcount and payroll data, the figures give a more detailed picture of how much Valve is spending on its staff, which, given the massive popularity of Steam, is probably just a fraction of the money the company is pulling in. For sure. CS alone makes $1 billion a year. Dota probably makes half of that, maybe. And then, of course, the Steam store. That's the real moneymaker. 30% at most per game. It usually will go down when you get a lot more sales, though. Like, they're making billions. Valve didn't immediately reply to a request for comment. After we reached out, the court pulled the document from the docket. So does that mean it's no longer happening? The lawsuit? Any lawyers in chat? Any lawyers? Okay. Nobody knows. Good. Can you guys type "buh"? Maybe you know the answer to that one. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. There you go. It means it's postponed. Okay, so the document for now is postponed. The lawsuit. Oh, wow. Wait, we actually have the data. Valve employee data 2003 to 2020, 2021. Oh, boy. Boom. All right, let's go through. 2003, $454,000. Jesus Christ. This is for admin, by the way. The higher ups. Oh my God. Okay, so 454,000 divided by 5 people. Then 2010, 34 million divided by 19 people. Jesus Christ. What about in 2015? 91 mil for 24 people. Then the next year, 95 million for 35 people. Then in 2020, 118 million for 40 people. Jesus Christ. And then for games, 4 million divided by 60 people. And here, wait. This is the important number. 2021, this was 3 years ago. There was 181 employees working on video games at Steam. 181. So that's 181 people divided between TF2, Dota 2, CS2, Deadlock, maybe some action on Artifact, but I don't know when that was released. This is very interesting, and I would guess it's probably like 50 to 60 people on Dota, probably 20 to 30 people on CS2, and then there's like 40 people probably on 30 people probably on CSGO still, like split between them. I don't know. Maybe 1 or 2 on Dota, On TF2. Wild. I'm surprised it's this many. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing if there's this many. Like, there must be people just working on new games. There's no shot there's that many. I'm genuinely bewildered. I guess there's the mappers, right? They're probably put into here. So, like, new mappers. And then, of course, there's the skin creators. Oh, wait, that's us. I don't know. Oh, yeah, Half-Life Alex, too. Right. Yeah, Half-Life Alex. Okay, that makes more sense then. So they probably, So they probably just have 50 or 60 people sitting around doing nothing now. Crazy. You mean people that look through the workshop and pick the maps? Yeah, yep, my bad. My bad. But the thing is, these people right here can easily just go, hey, you know what? I don't want to work on games. Let me just go work on Steam. Hey, you know what? I don't want to work on Steam. Let me go work on hardware. So that, like, if there was no game to work on after 2021, like after Alex or, you know, whatever they released, they could just say, you know what? Let me go become a mechanical engineer. I'll move over to this department. So yeah, about, what was that? 400 employees? Did it say? Yeah, no. 336 employees. Wild. It's probably around the same. There you go. There you go. Billions of dollars split between 336 employees. And that would mean every game developer, so like everyone working on Counter-Strike, is making a million a year. Unless they're paying some more than others, which is probably the case. The case? Wait. Kind of want to open some cases now. Well, no. Restrict yourself, Arrow. Restrict yourself. But yeah, there you go. That was hella interesting.